The opera scene in Chicago is actually one of the best in the country. There are so many artists here. It's a really wonderful community.
I think there are many misconceptions about opera and what opera has been historically. I'll sometimes meet someone and they'll say, oh, I've only been to the opera once and I didn't really like it. Well, if you've only watched one film ever and you didn't like it, you wouldn't say, I hate all film. There's all kinds of film out there. And opera, it's the same way. There's so many different kinds of operas.
Lyric does a tremendously wide range of shows. This particular production of Magic Flute uses projection in about as robust a way as you possibly could. We'll take, for example, the Queen of the Night, who is one of the most well-known operatic characters. She, in this production, at one point is represented as this gigantic spindly spider, and she is in sort of this sack thing, and you can basically only see her face. This place was essentially silent for many, many months.
I think the biggest stressor being an opera singer in the pandemic is having to reconcile that I've devoted my life to this pursuit and the world is kind of crumbling around me, and feeling stuck, like my skill set couldn't be of use in that moment. And there were a couple things I did that were virtual or online, or things that I got to do and put my art out there for others through a virtual medium, which is great. I also took the time to do a lot of personal growth, just my own self in general and kind of how I identified as an artist, so that when things came back, I could feel like I was giving it my all.
As an artist, I think during the pandemic more than ever, we realized what a critical role the audience plays within a performance.
So I think the pandemic really shone a light on some of the issues that artists were facing and the issues that opera has around diversity. I mean, it's issues that everybody has around diversity, but opera particularly.
So when I got this job at Chicago Opera Theater, I was the first female music director of a major opera company in this country, and I was the only one for a few years. We just added a second one, Ensign Kim at San Francisco Opera, which is great and an improvement, but we have a long way to go.
Florencia en el Amazonas is Lyric's first ever Spanish language opera presented on our main stage. So the entire opera takes place on a river cruise boat that we actually built here. We also, at the very end of our season, are presenting Fire Shut Up in My Bones, which is a brand new opera by jazz great Terence Blanchard. It's an all-black cast, so it's historically underrepresented stage performers as well.
I can't wait to see where things are at in 10 years, in 20 years. The ideas and the creativity and the types of productions and the type of work that's being done now is so exciting.